Very glad to be here and see it. It has the big balls, which are used for medicine in all sorts of ways. Yeah, and beautiful flowers. Flowers are raining down here on the ground. Hi, today we're thinking about going to do this Ayahuma preparation for making a medicine bath and to get into the energy of the plant. I have a little one here, but we have the big ones fresh from the forest. And we'll talk about how was it. We've got Zuleika here. Hello Zuleika, here you are. And would you like to tell us a little bit about how it was for you to get these humongous balls from the forest?
Yeah, so myself and one of the local Peruvians here went into the forest to get some Ayahuma balls, and we found one tree. It was really tall and there were some fresh big ones at the top, but we couldn't reach them, so we found another tree and it was quite thick in the forest, and as we were collecting them we sifted through a lot of rotten ones, and I was getting swarmed by mosquitoes, and it sort of felt like, you know, the dark energy was attacking me and I was trying to work in the light, so just, you know, breathing through the pain and sort of sifting through them.
In the jungle, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we found 4 pretty nice balls, so we'll see what happens
Okay,
today.
yeah, good. Yeah. Right, we're having here the balls and we're going to break them up. Well, these are really solid balls, man. Oh, there we are.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's the
That's amazing.
there's the flash. It's all really good condition, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, it's really pink.
Yeah, it's really pink.
Whoa,
It's
it
got-
smells
here, it's-
amazing.
It's got little bugs in it.
Hi guys.
Hello. Yeah, so we're going to, I don't care about the bugs, that's fine. It's still in good condition, so it's not like it's rotten or anything.
It
It's
smells
just-
so beautiful.
yeah, it smells really beautiful. It's almost like fresh baked bread or something. It has that kind of
Wow.
quality about it. I'm just getting some of the bugs off. Okay, so now we've got water prepared here. It actually falls apart in these kind of big sections. So we're going to really squish them up until they are completely into porridge. So I'm afraid the bugs won't really survive this very much. Yeah, this is it's just it looks like meat, but it's not.
Yeah.
And they do have seeds in them, but this one doesn't have too many seeds. Like these are the little seeds that they have, like just tiny, and they will grow new plants. When I work with this, I get new plants everywhere because I end up throwing. Oh, it's such a strong smell.
It's beautiful. It's really pink, isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to do all of them in a minute, and then we put some extra energy with it to ask the spirit of Ayahuma, which I've already done dietas with Ayahuma, and that means that you only eat certain things while you're under the influence of it. But they say you drink a little bit of it, which I have done a little bit at times. I've even mixed it into ayahuasca at times, but it's not really the best mix for ayahuasca. It's an additional plant, and sorry about the neighbors.
Patience.
Yeah, that's Peruvian rainforest. It usually has noisy neighbors. Okay, so this one, and then we're going to do some more.
Cool.
It's not the end of the mixture, but we're going to do some more. Okay. Talking something about the skin. I showed my dream catcher before. That was a really thick skin. It was about double the size of this, which is about 2 or 3 millimeters. Normally when the balls lie on the ground, after a while they kind of dry out in the sun and they start popping open by themselves. So that so we've opened that up again too, so you can see all the segments, which is like a kind of sorry about all the bugs. Maybe we waited just a little bit too long for opening it up, but yeah, this is just squishing them. So, and then we will allow the settlement to settle. So yeah, it's difficult to keep them, and when you find them in Berlin, they're usually not so big. They're smaller, because I think they're a bit easier to keep when they're smaller. We're just mixing we're mixing it all up here. She's mixing it all up, Zuleika is doing it, and making squishy noises and getting into the feeling of it. So the Ayahuma plant, when you're working with it, it's really like a grandfather of dreaming. And I've really felt that, I don't know if people know the video of, or the movie of the big friendly giant. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really very much like Ayahuma, the dream tree, but it catches the dream tree's little dreams. Remember that?
Yeah.
They have to go to another reality to find the dream tree.
Yeah.
And that's all he does. He's a shaman that works with plants, you know. So I know it's paganism, but it is part of God's treasure for us to help us and to make us in harmony with nature, which the Western world especially is really completely lost, and they've contaminated the native people to an extent that they've also lost it a lot. So you can hear the horrible music next door. So yeah, and they're drinking. So it's all part of losing their cultural identity, and we have been called to experience it for ourselves and give it new value, and hopefully re-inspire the native people also to pick it up again and value what their ancestors had available for them. Now the Ayahuma is very much to do with protection and strength. It's like a big strong brother who protects you and helps you. And he also will teach you about what happened in the past and what the significance of trees are in the world. Okay, we're just going to add some special things to the brew now. I'm going to put agua florida in, and I'm going to put mapacho in, the cigarettes. The tobacco is always a good connector spirit to call the spirit of Ayahuma. So we've really got to work with the spirit of Ayahuma, not just the actual balls and the plant. Everything goes through the spirit world in this story of doing Dieta with the plants. So here we're having the mix of the Ayahuma with some other things, and Zuleika has put some of it in her hair and feels really great about it. Being reminded that some people who do a Dieta of plants actually end up breaking the Dieta before they're properly finished with it, and they end up going a little bit crazy. There's complaints about that. And it's because in the West we are actually always want quick results. We are waiting for, put the coin in and there's something pops out, you know. So it's not like that with the plant work, and you have to really respect it, because it can really mess with your head if you just break it. And then you end up having complaints about the plant work and saying how evil it is and how bad it is, when that's actually completely incorrect. It's just that the person did not pay respect to the proper protocol and did not follow the whole thing through to the end. It's a bit like a jealous lover, where you just say, well, I'm going to really be here for you for, you know, a week or so, and then you just walk out and say, well, that was it, that was enough, now I'm going. And of course that person can start to get a bit mad with you and give you some bad smacks in the face. So that's what can happen with dietas. So carefulness is advised, and to be strong about actually following it all the way through. Thank you.
With the worms.
So we're just about 4 months later, aren't we, than when you
Yeah.
started with Ayahuma. And we're now having a little think about how it was for Ariana to have this Ayahuma Dieta. I think you did a couple of them, didn't you? Or did you just do one?
I did 3 weeks and I did 3 baths, so I did a bath every week.
Yeah, a bath every week. And
Friday morning.
yeah, we took a bath. She took a bath very early in the morning, and then didn't wash it off. She just let it dry on her, and then she went into a quiet space for a couple of days. No, what, can you tell a
Yeah.
little bit more how it was for you then?
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting because I didn't drink the plant, I only took a bath in it, and I guess that's how spirit energies work. They sort of communicate with you, and you don't, it's more about your intention than actually, consuming something, which is what we're so used to in the West. What I found really interesting was my skin really cleared up. I had no blemishes, it was like I was glowing. I really felt like I entered a different world, and I didn't want to be with people, I didn't want to be eating a lot of different foods. I really felt like for about 10 days all I could eat was bananas, really. I didn't want to eat anything else, and I didn't even really want to eat them, it was just to keep myself going. But yeah, you really do enter a different space, and for me the plant was quite feminine, and it really taught me a lot about forgiveness, and it sort of came to me at a time where I needed to find forgiveness for some evil in my life, and yeah, it was really easy to let go of a lot of my history and a lot of trauma work. So yeah, I'm really grateful for Ayahuma, and I want to do another Dieta. I really love the plant so much, so I'm really grateful for that experience.
Yeah, good.